Boys and girls watching, today we are going to talk about something really neat. Have you ever been sitting eating at the table? Maybe you go out to eat, maybe you're at your house, and maybe you've heard mommy say this before. Get your elbows off the table. Has mommy ever had to tell you that? No. No? Well, then that's good, because then you are using good table manners. What are you using?
Good table manners.
Good table manners. Those are good table manners. If you don't put your elbows on the table when you're eating, or your arm on the table while you're eating, then you are using good table manners. I want to talk to you about good table manners today, because you never know where you might be. You might be at your house, but you might go out to eat sometime. Maybe you'll get invited somewhere to somebody's house and you want to have some good manners. So let's talk a little bit about that. When you come to the table, should you do this with your silverware? No, we don't. It's not a toy. Spoons, forks, knives are not toys. They are silverware. Sometimes they're made out of plastic too, but we don't play with those things. They're not toys. So we're not going to play with them. We're going to leave them where they're at on the table, because somebody has set the table very nicely, and you only use them when you're going to eat with them. Now, when you eat, should you do this? That's right. That's how puppies or kitties would eat. They put their face right into their bowl, don't they? But not people. Oh, no. When you're going to eat, you're going to go like this, and you eat it. Now watch, Mrs. Stewart. Would this be good table manners? Yes. Because what were my lips doing?
Staying closed.
They were staying closed. If I was eating like this, and I put something in my mouth, and then I did this,
That's not good.
that is definitely not good manners. Food's going to fall out of your mouth. People are going to see what's in your mouth, and that is yucky. Even if you're at lunch with your friends. Sometimes, boys and girls watching, some of the boys and girls stay here and have lunch. So if you were sitting here and having lunch with your friends at the table, should you be talking and eating at the same time? No, because you can't talk and eat at the same time. It's just gross. Sometimes you might even choke on your food if you do that. Or it might make you so sick to your tummy it will make you throw up. So you don't want to do that. You want to chew with your mouth closed, wait till your food is done, and then you can talk. What if you have to tell mommy something really important, but you just took a big bite of macaroni and cheese? Should you wait till you're done swallowing it, or could you talk to her with macaroni and cheese in your mouth? Wait till you swallow it. That would be good manners. That's right. Now, what if you're eating something like a cupcake? And you're eating it and it's getting all over your face. Should you just leave it there? No. You want to use a napkin. And so sometimes mommy will have a napkin at the table for you, or when you go out to eat, there's a table. You should put your napkin in your lap, and that's where it should sit. Should we go like this and play with it and put it on our heads? Would that be having good manners? No, it would not be. Our napkins should be in our lap until you're ready to use it, and then you can pick it up and you wipe your mouth, and then you could fold it over and put it right back in your lap again until you're ready to use it again. Should we take our hands that have been eating pizza or eating food that gets on our hands and go like this? That's right. That's what a napkin's for. You can use your napkin. Maybe you're eating something really messy. Sometimes pizza can get messy because that sauce gets on your hands. Sometimes maybe you're eating French fries and they're a little bit greasy. You shouldn't wipe them on your clothes. You use your napkin. That's why you have a napkin. So you put it in your lap, and then you wait till you need it. You pick it up and use it, and you put it back in your lap again. That's using good manners at the table. What if you're all done eating? Should you just get up and go do something yourself?
No, you have to ask mommy and dad.
Yes, you need to ask permission. You need to say, may I please have permission to leave the table? May I please go play with my toys? Don't just get up. Maybe mommy has special dessert for you, or maybe mommy and daddy are talking to you. Maybe you're at a friend's house and your friend gets up and just leaves. Should you go, okay, I'm going to go play too? No, because you want to have good manners. So you can wait and say, may I please be excused? And then they will say yes, or maybe they'll say no, not yet. We have some dessert to eat or something special to do. But we should always ask permission, not just get up and go somewhere. We need to work hard and do our best. We want to have good table manners. Well, I want to talk to you about Amber. Amber was learning how to have good table manners because she was going to go to a very special party, a party where she was going to get all dressed up in her pretty dress. Maybe she was going to wear the dress she wore for Christmas or Easter. You know how you get a brand new dress for something like that? And she was going to put on her very best dress and her very best shoes, and she was going to get to go to the party. But before she could go to that party, her mommy wanted to make sure that she had good table manners because there was going to be lots of people there, and they were going to be sitting around talking with people, and Amber needs to know how to do that. She needed to know how to have good table manners. So mommy said, first let's set the table. So they got out some dishes and some silverware and the cup, and mommy showed her where it goes. And then mommy showed her how to eat with her silverware. Should you take your fork and hold it like this? No, that's not holding it nicely. We don't hold our pencil like that, do we? We hold it nicely. So mommy showed her how to eat with her fork and her spoon. She showed her how to use her knife to cut if she needed to cut maybe a piece of chicken or something. So mommy said, we'll be very careful with our knife. Now, sometimes they put really sharp knives out there, and mommy and daddy might say, let me do it. Let me cut it for you. And that's what you should do so you can stay safe. And then she showed her how to drink. She told her, Amber, you can't drink like this. You can't make all those noises. You have to sip very quietly. And then swallow. And then you put your cup right back down and your elbows don't go on the table. And then she showed her how to fold her napkin, how to, because sometimes they have them folded really pretty. Sometimes they make things out of them. And then you unwrap the napkin. And then where does it go?
On your lap.
On your lap. So Amber's mommy showed her how to do that. And then Amber's mommy said, I want you to take a bite. So Amber said, okay, mommy, I'll take a bite. And she put it in her mouth. And she said, oh, my, this is so good. And Amber's mommy said, oh, Amber, no, that's not good table manners. You take your bite, you swallow, and then you can tell me how good the food is. Let's try that again. And so she did it again. She put the bite in her mouth. Mommy, that was delicious. Thank you for making that for me. And Amber's mommy said, that is using good table manners, Amber. And she went on to show her how to eat different things. There's some things we eat with our fingers, like pizza, don't we? Or sometimes chicken nuggets or French fries. But should we eat spaghetti with our fingers? No. No, that's right. We do not eat spaghetti with our fingers. Do we eat ice cream with our fingers? No. We want to use either with a spoon, or maybe you have a cone and you can lick your cone, but we don't eat it with our fingers. There's some foods that we eat with our fingers and some that we need to use our silverware, like our spoon or our fork for. And so you can ask mommy, is this something I need my fork for, or is this something I can eat with my fingers? And then mommy will tell you. When you're all done, what if you have some, what if you had a plate of cake and it had some syrup on it? Should you go like this? Should you lick your plate? No, that is, yes, that is definitely not good manners. Oh, I know it's something yummy left on your plate, but when you have just a little bit of sauce or something left on your plate, just leave it there. We don't pick up our plate and lick it. Oh, that would not be good use manners. And then when you're all done, sometimes you could take your silverware. If you're out to eat, you could put it in your plate like this, and put your hands back in your lap, and then the people that come and give you your food, the servers, they will come and take your plate because they'll know that you're finished. And then you can use your napkin again, make sure your mouth is all clean, and then you sit nicely and you wait. Should you be screaming and yelling and running around in a restaurant? No, that's not good table manners. Yeah, you need to sit and be quiet. Now, there's some restaurants where you can play. There are some places where they even have a play place that you can go play at. But some places you go and you need to sit and you use good manners. And sometimes you just have to wait patiently until mommy and daddy are finished too. And then you can get up and leave when it's time. So I hope the next time you sit down, whether it's lunch today or dinner tonight, that you will use good manners. Remember to chew with your mouth closed. Use your napkin. Don't wipe your food on your clothes. And let's try to have good table manners every time we sit down to eat, like Amber.